Hello, 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 guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our session. How are you doing today? How's everything? Hello, guys.
Hi, teacher. I just arrived. Sorry.
Okay.
How you
Uh,
doing today?
Good. Thanks for asking. I've been doing good. Alrighty. Well, guys, welcome to our session. Today is Friday, July the 21st, and today we're having our 11th class. So let's start. We're going to begin with the warming up activity about phrasal verbs and false friends. It's kind of like a short review on that. Then we're going to start with a topic that is your online life is permanent. It's going to be a very interesting topic about our life online. Then we're going to have one project presentation that is Daniela's group. They're going to do the presentation today at 7:20, I would say, because remember that Natalie is part of that group, and then Natalie has her break at 7:20. So we're going to start at that time, okay? So it means that our break today is going to be sooner than we usually have our break. So we are going to have our break at 7:05, more or less, today. So that at 7:20 we come back and then group number one can start with the project presentation, okay? And then when they finish with their project, we are going to continue with the rest of the activity that we have for today, okay? So that's gonna be our session today, basically, and let's start. So for this part, I am going to send you three activities. The first one is about phrasal verbs with bring and cut. So the idea is that you guys review some phrasal verbs with these two verbs, like cut, cut down on, bring up, bring about, cut across, bring around, cut out, bring out, cut in, cut out, bring in, and the meaning of these phrasal verbs, right? So then we have another one that is very interesting. That is, it's about false friends. I mean, the actual name or the real name is cognates, but they're most commonly known as false friends because they are what we think. We think they're something, but at the end they're not. They're not what we think, right? So it's like when we say words are very similar to or both that are, it could be both that are sorry, words that are very similar to Spanish, the meaning in Spanish, um, or not the meaning, but they're written in a similar way in Spanish, but it doesn't mean what in Spanish means, right? For example, things like actually, right? So we would say, oh, actually it means actualmente. Actually is not actualmente. That is a false friend. That is a cognate. Or when we say, for example, carpets, carpet, it will be carpeta because it's written very similarly, but carpet means alfombra, right? So it's not what we think. And then here we have some words that are they're very similar, but at the same time they're different. So that's why they're commonly um people make mistakes like commonly with these words that are sensitive and sensible, affect or effect, besides. Well, we have some here, and then we have more here. What's the difference between teach and learn, historic and historical, tell and say, race and rise, stationary? Okay, what's the difference between one and the other? Okay, so some of them are false friends, some of them are just like common mistakes. So I'm going to send you these three links while we wait for more people to join, and then at 6:15 we're going to start with the roll call. So these are the three activities, very short. Clear, guys?
Yes, teacher.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, please start. Alrighty. So let's start with the roll call. Acevedo Cuevas Saray.
Present teacher.
Very good, Saray. Albarracín Caballero Cristian. Oh, he's going to be a little late today. Ayala Viloria Joeli. Joeli, are you here with us? Vaca Jaina Andrea.
Present teacher.
Great. Carrero Bonita John Hammer.
Present teacher.
Okay. Cordero Castellanos Brian.
Present.
Good. Fonseca García Freddy.
I'm here.
Good. Lozada Díaz Diana.
Present teacher.
Good. Joely from here. Okay, Joely. Diana Lozada is here. Very good. Yes, John. I heard you. I know you're here. No worries. Muñoz Salazar Andrea. Andrea Muñoz. Is Andrea here with us? Andrea. Not yet. Okay. Pérez Ardila Natalie.
Hi teacher, I'm here.
Alrighty. Pinzón Linares Mayra.
Present teacher.
Good. Rodríguez Llorente Harold.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Sandoval Miranda Angélica.
I'm here teacher.
Great. Sierra Jaimes Daniela.
Hi teacher.
Hello. Velasco Uribe Ana María.
Hello teacher.
Hello. And Vera Peña Jennifer.
I'm here teacher.
All right, very good. Okay, guys, did you finish with the 3 activities that I sent you?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Alrighty, very good. Okay, alrighty, very good. So guys, I am going to share my screen with the activity. It's also on the folder, on the Google Drive folder. It's on class number 11. Hold on. Joely, are you part of Daniela's group?
Yes teacher.
Okay. So what time do you think you're going to get home?
Maybe 7:40.
Because Natalie has her break at 7:20, more or less.
Yes teacher.
So
Until 8:20.
yeah, so she has
1 hour.
Yeah, so she has an hour, and the idea is to start more or less at 7. You know, we could wait until 7:30. Do you think we could make it at 7:30, Joely?
Yes teacher.
7:30 is fine for you? Okay.
Thank you.
Alrighty, not a problem. Okay. So guys, I'm sending you the link on the chat where you guys are going to find class number 11. And then in this class, yes, very good. You have to create a copy. You have to create a copy because this is a worksheet you're going to work on. So please, everyone, create your copies. Very good, Freddy. Excellent. This is Freddy's copy. Please, everyone, do so that all of you have the worksheet you can work on. So please create your copy. And then also write your name on it so that everyone knows that that's yours. Please write your name on it like Freddy did. Alrighty. In the meantime, I am going to share this one. We are going to discuss about our online life today. So in this first part of the class, remember that, well, at the beginning of the session, we said that today we're having a group presentation, a project presentation. This one, right? So project presentation group number 1, that is Daniela's group. They're the only group that is going to present the project today, okay? So they're going to have the presentation at around 7:30, okay? So at 7:30 we'll start, which means that our break time today, it's going to move a little bit. Usually at 7:30 we go on our break, from 7:30 to 7:40, but today we're moving our break a little bit earlier so that at 7:30 we can start with the presentation, okay? So from now on until our break time, we're going to work on this part that is about your online life. So before we start, we're going to discuss the following questions. How do you think, okay, hold on, I have somebody in the waiting room. Yes, very good. How do you think big data, tattoos, and immortality can be connected? What do you think the relationship between these words are? What is the relationship? Big data, tattoos, and immortality.
That's difficult.
Okay, it could be, it could be. How do you think they can be related? Immortality, tattoos.
20th century.
What do you say, Haris?
I will say 21st century.
21st century? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
okay.
only relations
Immortality.
that I can.
Why? Why 21st century with immortality?
Because the science is spreading every day, and
Uh-huh.
we are about to discover this kind of tool that help us in the future living all the time that we want.
Alrighty.
I'm not sure, but we are
Okay.
about to do
Okay.
that.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's a good perspective. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Very good. Very good, Harold. I heard a female's voice, but I can't remember like who it was. I heard a girl trying to say something, but I just couldn't see who it was. Can you say again what you think about this? Or anyone? What do you think the relationship is between big data, tattoos, and immortality?
Sure,
Infinity,
maybe if you, sorry, go.
infinitive, both
Okay.
three, it's uncount.
Like
Well,
forever? It's
tattoo
like
is
forever?
yes, it's forever.
Alrighty, Danny. Very good. Harold, do you agree? Were you going to say something similar?
Yes, teacher, maybe you can use big data in order to choose a tattoo that you want to do or you want to to have
Get it for
on
the
your
immortal.
skin, and that's mean that you have immortality. I don't know what's the verb for this immortality.
You're going
I
to
don't know,
be immortal.
but you
Okay.
know what I mean, I guess.
Yeah. I think I know. I think I know. Okay. Okay, so that's very interesting. What about the second question? What might an electronic tattoo be? What do you think about an electronic tattoo? What do you think this you know expression or this word or this noun refers to?
Tattoos designed by computer. I don't know.
Electronically? Tattoo designed electronically.
Maybe a tattoo that you can
Okay.
use in order to, I don't know if you have ever seen a movie. Its name is El Precio del Mañana.
El
They
precio.
use like QR codes
With
in
time?
their rings.
The money is
Yes,
the time in this
yes,
movie, yeah?
yes, and that's kind of they have in their wrists like tattoos, and you can use it in order to exchange time with others.
What's the name of the movie again?
El precio del mañana.
El precio del mañana. No,
Yes.
you guys know that I don't watch
Fantastic
movies.
picture. You have to see it.
I always say like, yes, I gotta see it. Maybe when I have the time, I'm gonna write all of your movies. I'm going to write them down, and then maybe when I have time, I will start watching them. Alrighty. That's a good movie, that says Joely. Okay, El Precio del Mañana. Okay, so if it is a good movie, then I'll probably watch it when I have the time. Okay, guys, anything else? What do you think about electronic tattoo? What do you think they are? How can you relate that, like an electronic tattoo, with the title of the activity?
Maybe like it's like a small device that could have small sensors on your skin
Okay,
to track something, maybe.
to
I
track
would say that.
something. Okay,
Yeah, that's why they call it like electronic tattoo. Mhm.
okay. When we say that your online life is permanent, it will be like an electronic tattoo. Now, what do we mean, or what do you think we refer when we say what we refer to when we say that our online life is permanent? What do you think it means?
Maybe because of the data history,
Okay.
like everything that we search or that we do on the internet is being tracked and
Mm-hmm.
recorded, and it could be storage
Okay.
permanent.
And then the pictures that you upload, like all the information that you upload on the internet.
Or maybe a browser that you are using to search
Yeah.
or look after things.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Very good. So, what information about you can be found on the internet?
Your full name,
Okay, your name, your full name,
your number, I guess, your
your phone
age,
number, maybe your
your,
age.
your
Alrighty.
address.
Okay, that's
Academic information, teacher.
what do you say, Angelica?
Academic information about your
Academic
studies.
information. Yes, your academic information can be found on the internet. Okay. Maybe if you have published a book or something. So that information can be found online. What else?
Your record. Maybe if you do something wrong in the past, the government or the police maybe
With your ID,
report you.
right? If
Yes.
with your ID number, you can track your record. Okay, very good. So a lot of information about us can be found on the internet. Isn't that scary?
Yes, yes.
I mean, it is.
Yes, it is,
It
teacher.
is. Have you ever experienced, or have you ever dealt with something like that, with a stalker, or with like, maybe something that you posted, and then you were being, chased or something?
Fortunately, not, teacher. Not for me.
No. Okay. Have you ever heard about someone that has?
Yes, teacher.
What have you heard about it?
Teacher, one person that's living the countryside that where my mom was born, and share a picture of her, a naked picture of her.
Oh, really?
Yes, teacher, and these photos spread over all the countryside. That's was awful for her.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yes, teacher.
it was such as because it's like privacy, right? It's part of our privacy and imagine being violated in that way so that everyone could see like everything. That must have been like such a horrible time for her. I'm sure it was. And then as we were saying, like everything that we upload online is permanent. So your online life is permanent. So guys, we're
It
going to
wasn't disappear.
yeah, no, yeah, it won't disappear. So now we're going to do this exercise, guys, in which we are going to match the words with the definitions. So we have express strong emotions, be known or discovered finally and surprisingly, the ability to live forever, tell someone that you will kill them, hurt them, or cause them problems, learn something, join, connect, turn upside down, or unable to concentrate because of something. And then we have the word distracted, threaten, flip, tie, figure it out, shout, immortality, turned out. So you guys are going to write it next to it. So you're going to write a word that you think matches the definition that we have here from A to H. Clear, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Alrighty, so
Yes,
please start.
yes.
Okay, please start. Ready, guys?
I mean, yeah.
No, teacher.
Yeah, okay. What about express strong emotions? What will be the word for it?
Flip,
Flip.
Which one?
flip,
No. No.
shout,
Shout, yes. So shout will be to express strong emotions, could be. What about, what about being known or discovered finally and surprisingly?
Figure out.
Figure out.
Turned out.
Figure out.
What do you say? Figure it out?
Figure out.
No.
Out.
No. Figure it
No.
out? No. No, no, no.
Turn out. Turn
Turn
out.
out. Yes. Turn out. Turn out. Mm-hmm. The ability to live forever.
Immortality.
Immortality. Yes. Very good. Immortality. Alrighty. What about to tell someone that you will kill them, hurt them, or cause them problems?
Reading.
Threaten. Threaten.
Threaten. Yes. Threaten. Yes.
Can
Threaten.
you repeat the pronunciation of this word, teacher?
Threaten.
Threat.
Threat. Threat.
Okay.
Threaten.
Threat.
Yeah. Threat. 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 It has a th sound there, so it's threat. Threaten. Learn something.
Figure out.
Figure out. Mm-hmm. Very good. So that will be figure out. Figure it out. Figure something out. What about join, connect?
Tie.
I.
Hi.
Yeah, tie. Very good, guys. Excellent, excellent. That is tie. Turn upside down.
Flip.
Flip. Mm-hmm. That will be to turn something upside down. What about unable to concentrate because of something?
Distract.
Distracted. Yes. Alrighty. Very good. Distracted. We're going to do the following exercise, guys. In the following exercise, we are going to match the words from the two columns to create collocations, right? And then we're going to put them in the sentences below. So exercise number 3 is just one exercise, right? It's just one. So first we have utter, a word, mistakes, your way into or out of something, question, utter with someone, or utter information. So if you think that utter goes to a word or a mistake or mistakes, you write a number next to it. Utter number 1, a word, or number 2, mistakes. Indiscreet, so indiscreet a word, indiscreet mistakes. So you're going to write a number next to it. Then you're going to put them in the sentences below. So we about ourselves on social media without thinking about the consequences. So we what? We well based on the first exercise. So first you have to do this. First, guys, you have to do this. And once you finish with this part, you are going to place it here. You're going to place it in these empty spaces or in these blanks. Okay, good. Clear, guys? Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
All right.
Really?
So please start. Please start. When you guys finish, please let me know. You can write on the chat that you finished the task so we can check.
Finish, teacher.
Alrighty, what about the rest? Did you finish as well or not yet?
Yes, teacher. Done.
Yes? Okay. What about the rest, guys? Did you finish?
Teacher.
Not yet.
Alrighty. Alrighty. So let's see. Other. Other what?
Added a word.
Utter a word. Yes, very good. So that will be number 1. Utter a word. What's the meaning of utter?
Mencionar una palabra o decir una palabra.
Like to say, so utter a word. Indiscreet.
Question.
Question?
Very
Question.
good. An indiscreet question. Excellent, very good. Let me change the color. What about make?
Mistake.
Mistakes.
Make mistakes. Excellent, excellent. Provide.
Information.
Information.
Provide information. Alrighty. Be familiar.
With somebody.
Somebody.
with somebody. Yes. Be familiar with somebody. Charm,
Your way into
Your way
or
out.
out of something.
your way into something or your way out of something. Okay, very good. Alrighty, guys. And then with this exercise, you had to
Teacher,
write it.
sorry.
Yes.
What is the meaning of expression charm your way into? Oh.
Charm your way into, it makes, it makes, if you charm your way into or out of a place or a situation, you are using, what is the meaning of the word charm, first of all?
Like encantado.
Encantos, right?
Encantar.
Encantos, yes. So when you say he's a charming person, or it's like él es un encanto de persona, o es encantador, encantador, you know. So when you say use your way, use your charm or charm your way into or out of something, it means that you use your charm to get into or out of a situation. It's like utilizar los dotes
It's like you
encantadores.
use your chains to take advantage of something.
It could be, yes, to leave a situation, to the way into something or out of something. Okay, that would be the meaning of that expression, Danny. Clear?
Okay, teacher. Thank
All
you.
right,
Yes.
very good. Okay, so now let's see exercise number 2. We about ourselves on social media without thinking about the consequences. We what?
Provide
We
information.
provide
We
information.
provide
Provide
information.
information.
Yes. So we provide. Do you like to share a lot of information about yourselves on the internet? Nowadays, it's very common to use social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, those social media, or at least the most common social medias that are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Snapchat was never popular here, but it is very popular in other countries, like in the United States at least, or it was very popular, and people would use Snapchat for everything, so they will snap like everything. It was very similar to, or it is very similar to like Instagram, right? It's in that sense, in the sense that you share the pictures of whatever you're doing, whoever you are with, the place where you are. So are you usually the kind of person that likes to share or provide information about yourselves on social media? I'm not saying that this is wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like, oh, you shouldn't do that, or I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do. I'm just asking you a question. If you're the kind of people that likes to share like a lot of things on social media, or you are more like the opposite. I am more like the opposite, honestly. I never or hardly ever share anything on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. I hardly ever. I'm not saying that I never share stuff. I do share things. I do, maybe like post a picture. But besides that, no. And that's very rare for me to share something. It's not that common. Are you like me, or are you the opposites?
Sure, I think that it's okay to post certain things,
Mm-hmm.
but the wrong thing is to give some extra information about you because I that what I try to do is confuse people. So for example, I posting about love, but I know love and
Mm-hmm.
now, and I'm trying to put something like jokes, but I guess that I can be serio. I don't know how to say it, serious,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all. You have to try
Find
to
like a
give wrong
balance.
information because all that you publish
Yeah.
or all that you post can be used in against you.
Against you, right? Yeah. I'm not trying to tell you what to do or not to do, because all of us here are adults, right? and I'm not gonna tell you what's right, what's wrong. I mean, no, not at all. But there are a lot of people that love sharing like everything. Like if you are eating something, then you post it. If you are at that place, you post it. If you see a person, you post a picture. I mean, it's super nice to see sometimes like people sharing stuff. I like seeing like people and like my friends happy and sharing, special things and when they're traveling, and that's nice. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not, that it's incorrect or or people shouldn't do that, but there are people that they don't have the best intentions, so that is something that we need to be careful, about. So we need to be careful with that information that we share, especially places. For example, if we are somewhere, we need to be extra cautious, because we never know who is like watching you, and it sounds like, oh, that's too much, like you're overreacting to this situation, but it's not. I mean, that's real life that happens, so we got to be like extra careful with whatever we share or whatever information we provide about ourselves on social media, okay, because it can bring consequences. um the next one.
Around
Yes.
the 90s, that
Yeah.
fear was real. I mean, everyone in the 90s have that fear, but right now, apparently, anybody have that fear,
Mm-hmm. Or
and
like,
that is the problem.
yeah.
Nobody, nobody comes. And I mean, nobody thinks that the people on the other side of the on the screen
Uh-huh.
could be a bad person, and that is the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
also think
Exactly.
that everyone on the other side of the screen is a threat, is a problem too, but nobody already have that fear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 I definitely agree. There was a moment in life when maybe like Facebook was, created, or it was something new to us. And it was very important to see like how many friends you would have. I don't know. I don't know if you think the same way. But in my school, when I was studying at school, because I opened Facebook because of my friends, and they were telling me like, oh, you should create a Facebook account, like it's so nice. I guess I was in like seventh grade, I would say. I mean, I'm, yeah, like in seventh grade or eighth grade at school. And then I created Facebook because of that. And then it was very, my friends would say like, oh my God, how many friends have you got? And then they thought that they were popular because of the amount of, or the number of friends that they would have on Facebook, even though they had no idea about the people that they were adding. But they were like, oh, I have this amount of, or this number of friends. So up to this day, I have like 2,000 friends on Facebook, and I'm eliminating or deleting people that I don't know personally. And for example, on Instagram, I created Instagram in like 2018. Yeah, I created Instagram in 2018, because I'm not like a social media person. I don't like social media that much. I like to watch social media, but I don't like to post stuff. um so I created Instagram in 2018 for the very first time, and I only add people that I personally know. And the same thing, like if someone wants to, follow me on Instagram, I must know the person, because if I don't know the person, like I'm so sorry, like why would I want you to have you in on my Instagram? It's just like a safety thing. I don't want everybody to, I mean, I'm not saying that I am this important person and like the popular, no, I mean it doesn't, um I don't mean that. It's just like for safety. And even though I'm not the kind of people that shares a lot of stuff on social media, still I just want the people that I know to see what I share, what I want to share. So I don't know, it's just like the way I think, the way I believe in like social media. They're fun. I mean, social media is fun, but it's not for everybody, because you don't know who is outside trying to maybe steal your information, or maybe girls that they're being chased and followed and maybe kidnapped or something. This is the real world, right, guys? And the world is horrible. So we gotta be self-conscious and think about the consequences that can bring to our lives. That happens with your students. Like what happens with them, Freddy?
Like they're always trying to find me on social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I never, I mean, I always deny the request or everything
Yeah.
from them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always criticizing the professor, just that. Yeah.
Yes. I I only add people that I know. And if I see requests from people that I have no idea, never heard of, so why would I want to have them? Because I don't know who they are. So it's not that, like, oh my goodness, like, why not, like, but it's just like, I don't like it. I just don't like to follow people that I don't know. And I don't like that people see my pictures or what I share, if I don't know them, because that can be tricky, that can be dangerous. And remember that everything you post online, it's always going to be online. Yes, Hatter.
Teacher, we have to be thoughtful with that because the sister of an acquaintance, she was a teacher and she liked to practice pole dance. And once their students search her and they find it, and later the parent of those childrens and realized about that and went to the school, and she ended up fired because of that. But
Yeah,
she wasn't doing anything wrong, but the
it's
parents couldn't understand that all the
that
people
is,
that were
yeah.
like a teacher have a personal life.
Yeah, we all have personal life.
But
And
that happens, yeah.
yeah, exactly. And sometimes I post a picture of me, drinking something in a bar with my friends or something. And I don't want parents, I don't want the students that, like, teens or kids seeing what I do. It's just, no, it makes me feel uncomfortable, honestly. So that's why I don't add, like, everyone to my social media. Um, because it's just what I share, I want to share with the people that I personally know, especially on Instagram, and especially on Instagram. Facebook, it's like, okay, I have had the Facebook account for so many years, and I have people that I have no idea who they are. And when I see a person that I have no idea who they are, but I have been friends with that person on Facebook for so many years, it's like, okay, maybe I added this person, or this person added me many years ago, and I just accepted it, and I no. So I delete the person, and it's like, okay, I don't know you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to have you on my account. Um, so it's just a thing of privacy. It's just privacy. And you don't have to be a famous person, you don't have to be like a popular person to have a private life. We all need private life, and social media, it's a tool that so many people use it, and I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I mean, I'm not saying that again. It's just we need to be wise, and we need to think about what we're posting and the consequences that it might bring in general terms. So we gotta be careful with that. Let's go with the second one. Asking a woman about her age is it's on what?
Indiscreet question,
Yep, yep.
but I don't agree with, I disagree with this
Yeah,
one,
I
but
agree with
okay.
that. Why? I think in the
Yeah,
past it
because
was very
age,
strict. Now it's
yes,
like,
age is something normal. So if you want to feel old, that's depend on you.
Yeah, I agree.
But okay,
Maybe
if you want to
maybe
be
it
mad,
was, yeah,
go,
maybe
go, go.
it's in the past. Maybe it was in the past, like, oh, you shouldn't ask a woman about her age. Nowadays it's like, oh, it's okay. I mean, yeah. Next one. The face recognition system is not perfect and it can sometimes
Make mistakes.
Make mistakes.
make mistakes. Yes. For example, my two sisters mistakes. One is my older sister, and the other one is the youngest. I am the one in the middle, and they are very similar. And then when my older sister needs my little sister's phone to make a phone call or to find something that my little sister asks her to do so she she uses her phone, and then the face ID recognizes her. So it's super crazy because my little sister's phone recognizes my older sister as if it was my little sister, and it's, of course, it's not her, but the face ID recognizes my sister as if it was the other one. So it's just like crazy because the face recognition system is not perfect and it can sometimes make mistakes for sure. What about D? I'm not
Familiar with.
I'm not familiar with this singer. With the singer. Can you tell me which band he is in? Very good. With let's go with with the next one, with E. This is my secret project, so don't
Utter a word.
don't utter a word. Don't utter a word about this to anyone.
Sorry, teacher, is
Yes.
added an adjective too?
No,
We can
here.
use add.
No,
No,
here.
no. Other
Oh,
use of other.
if it's a yes. I have only seen as a verb, but let me double check because
Okay.
it sometimes it could be okay as a verb. It is an adjective as well. No, as an adjective, verb and adjective. Yes, verb and adjective, not as a noun. As a verb and as an adjective. Yeah. Okay. Some people can be rational in a crisis and
Charm
Turn
out of.
their way.
charm their way out, right?
Yes.
And
Off.
charm
Oh, sorry. Yes. Out of.
their way out of trouble.
Euro eBay.
What?
Like the website.
Yeah. I don't know why I wrote that. Some people can be rational in a crisis and charm their way out of trouble using their magnetic personality. Alrighty, very good. Alrighty, people. So it is 7:06. We are going on our break. We're going on our break earlier today because remember that we're having the presentation. So we need to start at like 7:30. Well, that group is ready. So Danny, is that Natalie, Joely,
Natalie, Ryan,
Ryan, Daniela, Natalie, and Joely. Okay, so guys, we're having we're having the product presentation, and then the rest of you, at the end, you have to, or you would need to, well, not you have to, but you should ask questions so that this group that is going to have the product presentation, they can, answer the questions that you have. And then you guys, group number one, the one that is going to present the project, you also need to ask questions at the end for your classmates so that they pay like a lot, they paid attention to what you are saying. Okay. So it's 7:07. We are going on our break. We'll come back at 7:23, more or less. So let me share 7. Well, let's go back at 7:25 because it's Friday today. So I'm going to give you those extra minutes. So see you at 7:25. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, teacher.
All right.
Teacher.
So see you. Alrighty, guys. Very, very, very good. So we're back from our break. And now we are going to give group number one the opportunity to share their project. So you guys are going to have the access to share your screen. So we have here Daniela, we have Brian, we have Natalie. Are you guys ready? Well, Joelle is missing, but hopefully she's, yeah, ready?
Yes, teacher.
Alrighty. What about Natalie? What about Brian? Are you guys ready?
Ready?
Brian, excellent. Natalie, can you hear us? Are you ready? Natalie, can you hear us?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
All right, very good. So we're going to wait for Joely. I think she's the only one that is missing. In the meantime, you guys can have everything ready. You now have the access to share your screen. So so that we're all ears, okay? We're gonna be paying closely attention to your project. And you can start by, you know, sharing or setting up whatever you need to set up, and then when Joely joins the session, you guys can start, okay? So go ahead. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear, Daniela, Natalie, Ryan?
Yes, teacher, it's clear.
Alrighty, so Daniela is sharing the screen. Very good.
Well, start.
Okay, guys. Do you need Joely right now? Or maybe Joely's her part is later on.
Teacher, let me call. One moment.
Okay.
Yes?
All right. All right.
Teacher, Joely is connected in one moment, and we can start. Sorry.
All right. So let's wait for Joely. Let's wait some minutes while she joins the session, and then we start, okay? Alrighty, she's here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So everyone is going to pay attention to their presentation, and then when they finish or whenever they feel they are going to ask you questions, they will be doing that, okay? So you gotta be paying extra attention and then maybe taking notes or identifying some things that you would like to ask them later on. And then I'm going to give you the moment for you to ask and answer questions. So go ahead, group number 1, we're all ears.
Okay, teacher. Good evening, classmates. We are going to talk about minimum dose of psychoactive substance in Colombia. Our group is, the member of our group is Mayra, Joely, Natalie, Brian, and me. And we are going to start. The first is important to talk about the only institute in the country, in the Colombia country, who can interpret the constitution according to the political constitutions, is Constitutional Court. So, by demand of the narcotics law, the state, the Constitutional Court issues the sentences C 221 of the GR 1994. Yes. This is by law case. So one of the duties of the state are the right of people health. In this sense, Colombia cannot punish only for punishing. One or among the arguments in the sentences that we are set, where a state only can intervene when human action affects other people. So personal orbit is regulated by the moral standard that each one decides to.
There is an important situation we have to talk about is the view of consumers has been changing. Drugs addicts aren't seen as criminals. Now they are seen as patients who needs to be warranted by Colombian medical system. On the other hand, personal dose depends on addicts and their circumstances because this extends beyond the amount set in Law 30 of 1986.
The Law 1453 of 2011 expressly set up the decriminalization of the minimum possession in Colombia. Still, we have to understand that it only applies to personal consumption because if it's for tracking, manufacturing, and narcotics possession, the crime is committed even if the quantity was the minimum. The drug problem in Colombia is due to many complex circumstances, which is why some people think that the best solution is to regulate it and have the state take care of controlling the business. Congress, when we have to present this part, processing a bill, but in this moment was abolished. When the Congress was processing, the aims to regulate recreational drugs consumption without limiting the quantity as well as its sale and purchase. The arguments in favor are the need to among the arguments in favor are the need to break up the monopoly of criminal gangs, guarantee consumer rights, and destigmatize drug consumption.
Congress decision was a pity for drugs business will follow owned by few persons. Also, regular the consume will not generate more people to consume it. And for the this bill materialized the right for the free deployment of personality.
Okay, well, the war on drugs has failed, leading to the violence in incarceration, an ineffective solution. Decriminalization allows for a pragmatic approach focusing on public health and harm reduction. Note, even if drugs found is minimum when they are for trafficking, manufacturing, and narcotics possessional, the crime is penalized. And I think it reduces the power of criminal organization, ensures safety through regulation, and reallocates resources to address more pressing issues. Overall, the decriminalization is a human and effective solution.
Well, that is all that we present for the time. Some of you have a question, or we can start with the questions.
Do you have questions for group number 1, guys?
Maybe if someone knows how is the status right now about this law that was like in process, they were avoided totally.
Yes, the Congress sank last vote with a lot of votes of Congress. So in that moment, like the past, we don't have the consume for recreating is criminalized still.
So it was penalized. It was not penalized.
It's
Like,
not penalized the minimum dose, yes,
okay,
but
okay.
the law, that Congress pretend, or not Congress, people pretend that
Congressman, right? Congressman?
yes,
You mean congressman?
congressmen
Uh-huh.
sank the law, yes, the project law. But people who present that, because also Congress, but not the majority,
Yeah.
wanted that the state or all people who want to who consume drugs for recreating, only recreating, can do it, of course, with a limit that the law would have regulate. But of course, it sank, so we actually, or nowadays, we don't have a law.
Alrighty. Alrighty, very good.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions for that group, guys?
I have a question, teacher. I'm not clear about, do you guys agree with what happened about the non-legalization of marijuana in the Congress? Or
Personally,
the, sorry?
okay. Personally, I think that things should be legal as long as it is not like uh, something that is something just like personal, and if it doesn't not affect other people, I think that is yes, that it should be legal.
Alrighty, so Joely, you think that it should be legal? If
Yeah,
it's not affecting other people, so that
yeah,
that
yeah,
consumers should
yeah.
have the right to, maybe continue with the minimum dose without being penalized or anything. Okay. Okay, good. Any other questions, guys?
And also, it's important that the state must regulate circumstances that affect other and that need people. So majority, except maybe all elder person or some conservative person, this the people need or want it, the regular that sector. Is inevitable that person stop to consume. So the state o sea, must regulate that circumstance, change a problem for a change the specific problem to transform it in a control and of course do the best for all people in general, not only for once.
Alrighty. So
Guys,
what you're saying, sorry, Hannah, I'll give you a word in a second. So what you're saying is that this is not going to stop, right? Like this is going to be and continue happening, and people are going to consume you know that. So you said that the government should, you know, create laws that would benefit everyone, not just like some people and that's it, not just like certain population, but everyone. Is that what you were trying to say, Annie?
Exactly, teacher. And recreation, I think that the recreation consumption belongs to everyone. Of course, children and people who specific circumstance, not, but that is the work of the society, the state, and of course the family. And a state can do that about with legalization, with a law, with control, with people who knows institute, for example, like the I don't know the health or other drug or medical drug.
Alrighty. Harold, you had a question.
teacher, I wanted to add something. I don't know if you know that, but I work in a company which produce cannabis for medical purpose. So since I have been working there, I realized that this this plan is not, or it's having a shady reputation at all, because maybe people are used to think that if you prove this kind of substances, you are going to be a drogadicto. I don't know how to say that in
Yeah,
English.
yeah.
Drug addict.
But yes, but I realized that all depend in the way that you use it, because um, even if you use it for an adult purpose, you can do it with control. So it's like the alcohol of or they are vicious that they are allowed in the society, but people even if you want to keep this kind of industry in no legalization status, this topic or this situation will continue in the future. So in my opinion, I think that it's better to legalize this, because even the Estado can take advantage of that, about that situation that it's happening and is affecting a lot of people nowadays.
Alrighty. Yes, I do agree that there is a lot of, you know, shade towards that, because people tend to believe that if you only do it for fun, it doesn't matter if you do it for fun or if you do it for whatever reason you do it. People say that you are a drug addict, and then society will, you know, maybe treat you in a different way, or will, you know, put an etiquette on you, like, oh, he's an addict or she's an addict, so she is not a good human being, and so on. So people can you know, think, and especially in this country, you know, especially in this country, I think that Colombia is an old fashioned
Used
yeah, it's a very religious country, and still it has the behavior is very, you know, like deep down, for example, the behaviors of our, or the same beliefs that our parents or grandparents or great grandparents used to have, that if you smoke marijuana or whatever, it's like, oh, you're a drug addict, and people will start judging you because of that. So yeah, it's not like nice at all.
But all, for example, that problematic could change, legalize the drugs, because no is of course the bad person who kill, who rob, is the person who control his addict and has the opportunity to go a medicine or go a nurse, a doctor. It's better for the societies in general, and even why not facilitate as productive business, for example, a medical week that actually is prohibited, but it's difficult. For example, I worked in Zona Franca, Santander. There are a company who has this business, but it's so difficult. The old permission law, the statement, the person, is well, it's a good business, but it's hard to start in that business for the same, for the prejudices, people, conservative institute.
Beliefs
Teacher,
and yeah.
even when my company wants to sell something, the government and have a lot of protocol that the company have to
follow.
accomplish.
Yeah.
So that's mean that maybe if you want to sell something, you have to spend at least 5 months, and that's weird. We are for medical purpose. That's mean that we are controlling that substances, but the government that doesn't want to help us. But I know I don't agree with the position that of the
And
government.
it's for the same, because some people don't look the drugs like opportunities. Is the opposite, like a problem.
Yeah.
It's
They see it not like a positive thing for that, for sure. Alrighty. Yo,
And actually,
yes, Joely.
and actually, the cigarette was illegal in the past. I think like it will the same with drugs if it was if if sorry, if it's gonna be legal, like something like cigarette,
Oh yeah.
because cigarette was illegal.
Yeah, they were. Very good. Angelica, you're raising your hand.
Yes, thank you, teacher. I have two questions about this topic. Number one is, if anti-drug regulation hasn't better control currently this problem, how do you think legalization will become solution of this problem?
Okay, that's an interesting question. So your question is, how do you think, maybe thinking that Colombia will at some point legalize it, how do you think the benefits, or how do you think it's going to improve this problem? Is that your question, Angelica?
Yes. What's the benefit
For the benefits?
from?
All right. Okay. What do you have to say, guys?
Sure, I will say that if Colombia decide to legalize this plant, maybe we can take advantage and have more money entering into the country, because as you know, we suffer every time that the dollar it's up or down. And if you start controlling this mercado, you
Business.
will yes, this business you will have a better, or you can take advantage of the way that this business works. So I this one of the advantages of legalizing this.
Yes, but maybe no, because if you try buy something that in other country it's provided, you can sell down the article, so it's no benefit. So you have to research in which country you can buy these elements.
By the way, just Canada and Uruguay have permission and to sell and use it the marijuana in all the way that they want.
Yes, but
But
only marijuana.
yes, but I will say that the problem the problem really exists. So if you can take advantage of them, that will be awesome, because it's like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do with the problem, but it's like the refrain, when the words give you lemons, mega juice, something like that. I see
Exactly.
this in I see this problem in that way.
Alrighty. Anything else that you would like to say in order to answer Angelica's question, group number 1?
Yes, we believe that the work of drugs has failed, leading violence, ineffective solutions, war, died a lot of people, and like said Brian, is a business that is owned by a few people. Yes. So if we control by a law and with the institute of the state, we can focus, or well, the state can focus on public health and harm reduction. See, it's reduced to power of a criminal organization and sort safely through regulation and focus on people and his right. Of course, all change has an impact, but that depend of the people and their their commitment in this initiative.
Alrighty. Alrighty, very good. Anything else, guys, that you would like to add? Any other question that you would like to ask this group?
Guys, what do you think that could be effects in the healthy of Colombian population if we decide, or all the Congress decide to legalize this plant? How do you
Yeah.
think?
What will
What
be
do
the
you think?
benefits in the health system?
Or the contracts. If, for example, will you think that if the Congress do that, that problem will become in a healthy issue? In a health issue, sorry.
Sorry, can you repeat the questions?
Yes, I was saying that, okay, imagine that the Congress decide to legalize the marijuana. And do you think that there will be some problems related to health?
We believe that is a chain that would be baby steps. No, is the one day for other. If the Congress regulates by a law, of course, the government, Colombian government, not government, have to prepare that law, and not only government, also all institute. For example, it's similar how work the medical drug is. There are an institute that make, other who sell, other who control. Yes, not is one day for tomorrow. Is baby step, but the important is to transform the thought that the people have referred to regarding to that.
I have another question for any of you. Do you agree with the legalization of drugs? But do you agree with legalization all drugs, on only drugs derived from plants?
Yeah, not
And why?
synthetics, not the synthetic drugs.
Yes. And why?
So actually, a state have a list of the drugs or minimum dose, minimum dose, and that law have all drugs. Of course, the quantum depends on the quantum depend of the law, but not only the law, the person who needs, because it's a problematic. Is so all depend of the, I don't know, the doctor to, or the doctor or psychologist said, refer to that drug person. So no, it's a chain because actually exists a law that contemplated all drugs.
As I say, personally, I think that things should be legal as long as it's something personal.
I think that
What? Sorry.
I think that many people in the country is concerned with the fact that if you're under, drugs, you're going to harm people, you're going to do harm, you're going to maybe go and kill someone, and then this is a very violent country. It's we know that. So I think that one of the concerns that people have is that since this is going to be not there is going to be like more freedom if this is if this is something like the government approves. And so some people, or a lot of people are concerned by the fact that if you are under the drug effects, then you are going to cause problems, or you're going to cause more problems than the ones that we have. What do you think about that, guys? Do you guys agree, or do you guys disagree with that? I mean, you say like, oh yes, it's for recreational purposes, but not everyone is going to do it just for fun, just to help them with the moment, and that's it. So what do you think with that, what I'm talking about?
Well,
I
of
think
course.
that should be, I think that there should be some places to do it, and also I think that there obviously it will be, if it will be legal, it should be uh, some
Places.
laws about it,
And law and
and
regulations.
some
Yeah.
laws about if some case it happened, and then what will happen, because if, as I say, if there are some consequence on other people, if it affects other people, and then it doesn't gonna be like a good things.
Yeah. Okay, I see your point. Anything else that you would like to add, guys, that you would like to ask? Nope. No more. Alrighty, guys. So thank you very much, group number one. It was a very interesting topic, and I liked the fact that most of you participated in this discussion. and then you also gave your opinion. I would like to finish with asking about your perspective to Brian and Natalie, just to finish, because I heard Daniela, I heard Joely, and I would like to listen to Maida, Natalie, and Brian, the other participants of the group, giving your opinions about this, and then we can finish. So what do you guys
Well,
think in
teacher,
general
I
overall?
want to I don't know, to share my opinion. Well, in this
Go
case,
ahead.
this is a super controversial topic because some people talk about their preference and other people like only like they don't know, okay? But it's so stigmatized topic, and well, I think that as a person we need to respect the other people opinions. So in this case, if the people is not doing something illegal and they think well doing it, well, it's only by themselves to do it. So it's legal or no, don't affect the person who thinks it's not good, because they make the option legal is not to say, oh, go and do it. No, it's only to provide the option to the person that is agree with that. And if you don't agree at the topics that the Congress is doing, is to note all the public spaces, respect some, because we know that this country, it's a major part of the people uh, are major, are not our age, nor 16, nor 20s. It's a lot of people and different ideas. So for that, I think it's only to respect the part legal and to give the people the space to do that they prefer, and if they are not hurting someone or doing bad, well, it's not more. I don't know, that's my opinion.
Sure, I think that this measure could reduce the fight for territories between criminal gangs, but on the other hand, I think that there will be a lot of money, flow of money, and it could impact in the economy and could generate inflation. And this measure have um, good things and disadvantage.
Well, teacher. Well, I agree with my classmates with the discriminate the possession and consumption of these substances uh, in quantities minimums. And I think that the state should be um, involved when the person, the actions person, danger other people, like some says before. So I think that, and the state should make sure that, for example, people that was um, drug addict was treating like not just a drug addict, um, yeah, so like a patient, and make sure that their rights and have the freedom of of take their decisions and live their lives however they see fit. So and the state should inform people about the dangers and effects to the drug use to understand that, and yeah.
Alrighty, very good. So here Diana says, yes, I agree. I think that the legalization of drugs can counteract the effects that criminal organizations have caused for many years in our society. That's truth. That's truth. That's a it's. I think there is gonna be a long way here, and I think it's not gonna be something that will happen in the near future because, as you can see, it was the congressman did not approve that, and maybe it's going to take more attempts, and but finally maybe at some point it will happen. So far, this is a very controversial topic for sure. So we'll see definitely what happens. And thank you very much, group number one. Thank you for your project presentation. And for the rest of you, this is what I want you to do on Monday. That is a project presentation. So I want you to talk about, your topic and give your opinions, your ideas. Also, to ask questions. You see, like today, your classmates asked questions to this group and then they answered those questions. So that is what I want you to do, to answer the questions that people may have regarding the topic that you are going to talk about. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. We are going to continue in the second part of our session. I know it's Friday. I know you guys are tired. I know you want to go on a break, but we still have some work to do and then we will finish. Okay, so we're going to do exercise number now in the second part of the session. We are going to work in groups. Okay, so the first part, you are going to watch a video, and then based on that video you are going to answer some questions. And then you guys in groups are going to discuss the characters from Greek mythology with one word and explain what the connection is. Then you guys are going to discuss the questions that are here. Let me share my screen with you. All right, here. So you guys are going to then discuss these questions. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions, and everything, it will be like based on the video, but also your personal opinion. So I am going to share this video so that all of you watch it here.
El Tiempo, el periódico más grande de Colombia.
I hate this guy. It's so annoying. Alrighty, so we are going to watch this video. I'm going to stop sharing my I'm going to stop the recording again. What do you think about the video?
It was interesting.
It was interesting. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, about the explanation that he gave about electronic tattoos and the way that he related the topic with grits,
With grades, yeah.
about the GAT story,
Uh-huh.
and the mistakes or the fatal that they had.
Yeah.
And then he was trying to connect that with the electronic tattoos
Yeah.
and the problems they're facing because of that.
I really liked the way in which he approached or he started talking about like tattoos, and then he said like, okay, some tattoos are beautiful, they tell a lot of things, some of them are mistakes, some of, and then he said, what if you relate tattoos to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and or just like pictures that you upload, pictures that you take on your phone, and then this face ID that now has been gaining more and more popularity, and then you just take a picture of someone, you go to Google, and then that is going to say, okay, this is this person, and it's going to give you information about that person. Have you ever watched this TV show that is called Catfish? I think we have talked about this show.
Yes, teacher.
Catfish. So Catfish is, it was, I mean, I don't know if they still, that program still exists, but at some point it was very popular, and it was about these people that they create a fake profile with pictures from other people, maybe like models, so and they would create these a profile where they would just go and find someone, and then they would fall in love, and then but then these people that created profile never wanted to have, like, like, do a FaceTime with the other person or meet with the other person after years of talking, after years of having communication. And then they said, so this other guy or this other person contact the catfish cast and say, like, okay, I've been talking to this person for so long, and I have never been, in contact with that person, like, face to face. I don't know if that person is real or not. So what do? With the pictures that you provide them, they would look at them, and then they would say, like, okay, let's Google the phone number, let's Google some pictures, and then they would find all the information about the real person. For example, they were having, for the person that created the app says that they lived in Chicago, for example, but then actually the real person, the person from the pictures, does not live in Chicago. That person lives in LA, and it's a supermodel, so it's like, okay, no, there is something wrong here. But they find all the information about you just by finding information, using your phone number, using some pictures and everything. So it's all the information that you share online, it's going to be there forever. And then he also says something very interesting about immortality. It says, like, we die, like, bodies die, but the thing that you share online, that you upload, that you share on social life or online in general, that information never dies. So that's how he relates immortality with the information that you share online. So guys, just to finish with today's class, we only have like 25 minutes. I'm going to send you to the breakout rooms where you are going to in groups answer these questions so that it's faster, and then you're going to do exercise number 1 and exercise number 2, and that's it. Okay, and I'm going to be visiting the groups, checking your progress, answering some questions that you may have, or just helping you with whatever you need.
Do we have to write the answer or just discussing it then?
Well, at least in one document, at least in one of the documents, you can write the answers. You have 25 minutes,
Okay.
I think. Just, yeah. Alrighty. So I'm going to say, yeah, just write, just one person writes the answer, or all of you, whatever you guys prefer. So I'm going to send it to the breakout rooms, and let me share. So we're gonna have Mayra, Ana Maria, Angelica, Christian, Jennifer, and Natalie. Alrighty. And then I'm going to create 2 groups. You guys can join, one person can share a screen, and I will be sending the groups. Thank you.
example of electronic status did the speaker mention? Face recognition?
I
It's a
think
machine that recognize. It's like a camera.
¿Cómo se llama? Face algo?
but he mentions that social networks like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn could became an electronic tattoo.
He mentioned in a network
Yes,
specific.
it's like an
And then
artifact that's
and then
was created in Israel and
mhm,
later Facebook bought it.
buy it.
Face deals.
Face.com.
Face.com.
But
Face.com.
that is for the second.
It seems
How else
how
can
else?
we order from there?
Mhm.
Yeah, because right now many people are not afraid of die. I mean, literally, but in the metaphorical way of the people stop following those ban their
Mhm.
accounts on the social media for some reason.
I just writing about this point G.
Yes, that we were um we were all talking or it's like summarizing our opinions
Yes.
because
Hello guys, how was the activity? Did you finish it? Do you finish all the questions?
Not yet, teacher, but almost.
Almost. Okay, alrighty. But guys, time's up. Time's up. So we are going to finish with today's class because you have to go and rest. So my people, I will see you all next week. Don't forget that on Monday we're having the project presentation. So you gotta be ready for the projects. And on Tuesday, we have the first part of the exam. And then on Wednesday, the second part of the exam. So thank you very much. Have a great weekend. I will see you all on Monday. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.
Bye,
Bye
teacher.
bye.
Bye, teacher.
Teacher.
Bye, guys.